So I was in the shower, I was cleaning my ass and making all shirts all sparkly, spanky clean.
I'm not the funny one, I'm the pretty one.
Cock shots. I just checked myself out.
Candles, music, wine, and then lube up and get on top.
The glory hole's like a dick theater. I've imagined your family.
Which means your pants had better come off. Mama needs playtime.
We're not sluts.
We just love love.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
My tongue is shush.
God, you're such a
Are we on?
We
We
are.
are on. Welcome back to By the By. So we're doing something a bit different. This is going to be so, and I apologize in advance for Bedlam. This is going to be
I just realised
absolute,
your Four Roses has lights in it.
absolute Bedlam.
If you don't like chaos, you should skip this episode.
Yeah. So we're gonna play. We've got a big group here with us. There's 8 of us in total, and we're gonna play Never Have I Ever. So if you don't know the rules of the game, we all have our trusty beverages here. I've got a beer here. We have the lady. Gordon, mind your mouth, boy. Look at that! I can all. This is my city.
turn.
This is my Mario Kart.
I got wider.
We have the lady here with the G&T. We have little Jess here with, what do you have? Is that Riesling?
Yes.
Okay. We have a new, never before on the podcast guest here. Her name is BJ. Best name ever.
The drink's looking a little low, BJ.
It's just here. Don't worry. Don't stress.
Yeah, we're already ready.
prepared.
Okay.
She's also drinking a wine. We have the mouth of the South, Lawrence, with a bourbon and Coke. We have Wazowski, who is also a first timer on the podcast, and he's drinking some wine. We have
Mrs. Atom, Angela, whatever. Call me.
Angela here tonight with a bourbon and Coke
I
and
think
a bottle of wine.
multitasking.
Well, I'm prepared for when my bourbon and Coke runs out. I have to have the wine.
I love it.
So,
I love it. Sure.
I'm thinking ahead.
And then we have the Ginger Tramp with his. I was very jealous. I almost stole that one from the fridge. It's a Mountain Goat beer.
Yum.
Oh, that's one of my questions.
Okay. So
Standard intro for me. G'day.
and standard intro for her. Okay, so if you don't know the rules of Never Have I Ever, you'll say something like, and this is not one, but never have I ever slept with another person's partner. I know. Or never have I ever been to a swingers club. And if you have done that, you have to take a drink. And of course, some of these are going to have stories behind them, and we want to hear the stories because the people at home will also say if you're going to have to take a drink. We'll make it a point.
And if no one has done it, then the person who asked it has to take a drink.
That's right. And if everybody has done it, then everybody has to take a drink.
Right? Because
Yeah, because
Basically, we're getting pissed.
Yes.
How do the people at home or listening know that who's drinking? And
we'll say.
We'll announce it. Yeah.
We'll just.
You can tell by our voices.
can we
as well, I
you
think.
put it in post like an automated? Bradford does not drink.
Is there a decision review system in place again? Is there a third umpire?
Me.
Okay. What we'll do is, like, for me, I'll start, and then we'll go around the table and see if you have to drink or not. All right?
Okay.
I hope these questions are good because usually everyone just drinks all the time.
Says the
please.
guy that didn't prepare any questions.
Listen.
Oh, snap. And for the record, people have known about this for a month. And some of us were reminded multiple times, right, Lawrence?
My arrogance sometimes is defeated.
Okay. So I'm going to start. Never have I ever had sex in a cemetery.
What was
right.
that? What?
I have to drink on that one.
Okay, so
I like how you go ew and then you're like, oh, you haven't done. You drink if you've done it.
you drink if you've done
drink
it.
if you've done
Yes.
it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh
Yes.
no. Okay. No, I have done that.
Okay,
Yes.
so are you the only one at the table?
No, I have.
Okay. All right, so come on.
So for me, it's rather tame. So when I was in high school, I went to high school in a very small town. And there was a parking lot it was called the Turnaround, and it was where everybody would drive their cars, like, Friday, Saturday nights and go be
Did
seen.
they turn around there?
And and they would just sit and park and whatever, talk to people. It was where you go to socialize, and it was right next to a cemetery. So it's logical that, if you then want to have sex, you just go into the cemetery. It's a little quiet. Nobody's there. Yeah.
That's some interesting fucking logic.
Not in the car.
It didn't seem as
The
logical.
car would be a better.
Well, we did a lot of that too.
Didn't you have
but,
like
yeah.
a make-out point?
No.
Yeah, it was called a mausoleum.
No, because if the cemetery was kind of the default if you were in that part of town. Otherwise, where I lived, it was mostly we'd just go to a cornfield somewhere.
From what I understand, all
So-
the hot girls go to the crematorium.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah, and
Another one like that, you're banned from your own podcast. I'm taking over.
and you just
Mine was more, there was nowhere else to do it, and we drove past and it seemed quiet, and it's quiet, it's
a
dark.
little too quiet.
There's a lot of creaking, like. Change
It was a
dragon.
quickie. We busted a quickie out because we were sick of being in the car for so long, and when you're having a long drive, you just need to bust one out.
Yeah, no,
I absolutely agree.
It's fine.
Here, here.
It
Yeah.
was good. we only got halfway through, so it's fine. It's not like I was on top of somebody. I don't think.
You mean a live person or a grave?
Yeah, like a grave. It was standing, 100% standing.
you
So
don't
you
know,
weren't
you
like
can't
up
tell.
against something, or
Well, no.
I feel like
just-
the headstones are actually a good bending
rest?
over height.
Yeah.
Yes, but this seems really inappropriate.
Yeah.
No, I was.
It's
Seems a
Who's
bit
the man
on
who
disrespect.
what else has ever been on this fucking podcast?
on my gravestone. I wanted to say you can fuck on my gravestone.
Everything else on this
cool by me.
podcast is fine.
He's like looking
apart from the point where we get to, let's not mention
Okay.
my gravestone.
Okay, fair enough. But still, I'm sticking to my.
Never have I ever.
Okay, lady.
Shaking her
Technically,
head.
does a blowjob count?
Wait, no, I meant.
A blowjob in a
Are
cemetery?
you going back to the cemetery thing? Because I saw you reaching for the
Yes.
drink, and I was like, what was that?
We're going to go with blowjob counts as
Okay,
sex.
so the Bill Clinton
Something
resolution on this one, which is if you're giving pleasure to someone else's genitals, you're having sex with them, even though if they're just receiving the pleasure,
Correct.
they're not having sex with you. So if you gave someone else a blowjob, you were having sex with them in a boneyard.
So is that a yes?
Boner in a
Yes.
boneyard.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have a drink.
Awesome.
Oh, jeez.
Has to be a double drink for the infraction of time.
Wow. So
Strict rules.
I like how she just, okay.
Yeah, small town again, somewhere quiet, somewhere that was away from prying eyes, somewhere where we dared each other to go.
You know God sees all, right?
so does
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Exactly. He knows when you're
I
sleeping,
do
creepy
Santa. I
bastard.
like Santa. Gives me gifts.
Yeah, just a quickie.
Just tell me Santa empty his sack.
Oh,
Honey, it wasn't Santa.
His big bright red sack.
That was a good one.
Oh, God.
Okay, lady, you're up with your never have you ever.
Okay. Never have I ever had sex under the influence of non-prescription drugs.
Oh God, really?
I think everybody else at
Come
the
on.
table's drinking.
Really, you haven't?
Let's not go
Nice.
into this now.
Let's just say we've done it.
All right, no stories, but everybody at the table drank.
I think that's a successful one. Wow. So clearly, I'm going to pop something into
And
your
I'm
drink
assuming
be like,
you
"Let's have sex."
I'm assuming you also are not including alcohol as a non-prescription drug.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
good
caffeine's really good to get on.
Yeah, it is.
Like cocoa powder.
Was that where you take Cocoa Pops and you crush them up?
Yeah. Ah, so grainy.
What about chewing tobacco? No.
The sexiest of drugs.
A little dip while you dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, Jess, you're up.
Never have I ever had an all-girl orgy.
Well,
Like, okay, maybe for the guys, then all-guy orgy. So it's only the same sex in that orgy.
same gender orgy.
Oh, what
Yeah,
number
same gender
constitutes an orgy?
More than 3.
And does that mean that no guys could be in the room?
No, that's fine. It's just like I've never had just the girls. There's always been a penis somewhere flying around. Swooping in.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So the only two that drank with me, okay.
Okay, yeah, so I drank, because I was thinking back to a couple pendulums ago where we had 4 girls on one side of the bed and the boys were on the other. We had kind of segregated at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it was very nice to have a lot of like.
I mean, there were
skip
penises
girl
in the
time.
room, but they were
Yeah,
not part
yeah,
of the party.
Right, they were not part of that
Mine
party,
has always
so.
been like invading somehow.
Yeah, no. We
Wait, are you
built
suggesting that the penises were penetrating your orgy?
Yes.
How did you demarcate this? Did you have a Berlin wall of pillows?
We
down the
did.
wall?
We built a wall between those two beds up in the orgy room. Yeah.
Our line is your line is not perfect line.
No girls allowed.
999.
No points club.
And then,
No homers.
And then at one point, there was somebody from our side that looked at Angela and went, "Mrs. Adam, tear down your wall." Yeah, mine was the same place, and then also gay saunas. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I feel like it's easier for like, you know, so a bi guy or a gay guy to have that story because there's more of that available. The orgy thing.
I don't know.
Well, I've never heard of a
I guess-
lesbian sauna or an equivalent of.
Fair enough.
Maybe we should open one.
Maybe we should, but
Maybe we should.
this is what that lesbian was complaining about when she came to the club. She goes, "There's nowhere for lesbians to go. There's all these gay nightclubs for gay
Yeah.
men and gay saunas and gay this, gay that. There's not much out there for
Well, maybe she
lesbians."
should have started one up.
Yeah, I know. Then she, then she went and spoiled it all by doing something stupid like having sex with a man that night. I was like, hang on a minute.
With the biggest guy in the room.
Yeah.
That's alright, whatever.
Okay, next question.
All right,
BJ.
BJ.
All right. Never have I ever had sex with a friend's parent or a family member of theirs.
Family member.
Like one of like
sibling, like so that aunt and
Immediate
uncle.
family.
Yeah, like
Okay.
or yeah.
But
of
siblings?
like our immediate family.
What?
Then you have to drink.
Hang on, who?
Did you have sex with his brother?
No, but there was a wedding that we went
His
to.
brother.
There was I mean, it was a friend's relative, which would have been their brother-in-law,
And then
Does
she's
that
like,
count? Does that count?
to the room.
Brother-in-law, I think.
With a
counts.
brother-in-law,
Brother-in-law counts.
absolutely.
That's close enough. Yeah.
well, that's not her never have I ever anymore.
There's not much you haven't done.
All right.
Was she
Did
trained?
anyone else drink?
Angela count for me then?
Oh, that does. That's right. So you two have to drink because you're Angela's. What? Right?
We're
She's-
not family.
But we are married family.
Angela's like, fuck what?
I'm confused.
No, but like parents and
What
Oh,
happened
you
last
mean-
week on 24?
Maybe we should limit it to like, you know, immediate family.
Familiar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like
So blood
actual
family.
blood relations.
Blood
Yeah, so if it was
relations.
my sister or my
Okay, so you can
father or mother.
BJ, you can spit your alcohol back into.
Yes. So it's like me having sex with your sister. That has not happened.
Yet. so far.
Well, no,
Or me
actually,
having
then she
sex with
still
your
has
sisters.
to. Then
You touch someone, I'll
BJ.
kill you.
Then BJ still has to drink because nobody else has done it.
That's true.
So she's
But you already did
Yeah,
drink. So,
yeah,
all right,
you're
there.
fair. Well then.
All right, Lawrence.
Got that settled.
You're up, brother.
Never have I ever licked toes whilst fucking.
Licked toes.
You mean while the penis was in the vagina or during a sex session?
In a sex session.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
I'm not a toe
I've had my
person.
toes licked, but I've never
Yeah.
licked.
I'm
Yeah,
not a toe.
yeah.
I'm not a toe person, but my first husband and I went through a phase where we tried it because we wanted to see if it was something we're
Oh, I've
into.
had your toes in my mouth while we're having sex.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Things
Oh, I
happen.
wasn't meant to drink. I was just thirsty.
Sure.
Okay, Wazowski.
Okay, never have I ever used food as a prop on myself during sex.
So far.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
So during masturbating, only with yourself or with others as
You
well?
could say with others. I've not used it. Used it as a prop
Oh,
with
we-
others.
Are you coming to the party on Thursday?
I am, yeah.
There you go. That's going to change.
Well, yeah, but right now,
Okay.
So
I'm curious.
I mean, we've used
We've-
whipped cream, honey, and chocolate sauce.
And strawberries and yeah.
I'm like eating.
I've had grapes inside me.
Wow. Inside of you.
She was trying to make wine.
They were eaten. They were put in and then
Can't age
eaten
them
out.
up there, honey.
lovely.
Gosh.
Did you pop them out like ping pong?
No, they were eaten out with someone's
Have you
tongue.
seen those where they
Oh.
put like fish into your vagina and it flies back up?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The lady, stop thinking about the science of this.
Any other stories to share?
No, I think we're the same though. Just like your usual, like cream, chocolate,
Yeah.
all that kind of nothing that really like.
Brisket.
Caramel's the worst. Oh, brisket.
That's going to be later tonight.
Well, it's all going to change on Thursday.
Oh, as a reminder.
bringing brisket on
Oh,
Thursday.
yeah, no, everybody who's listening to this, it'll already be in the past. Well, you'll hear about it in a later podcast. Never mind.
I get brisket. I don't hear you.
All right, Angela.
Are you
you're
ready?
up.
Your
Yep.
flashback
All
sound
right.
effect is
Never.
glorious.
I'm speaking.
Oh.
Never have I ever seen my parents having sex.
Seen, not heard.
Seen.
Together.
All
with
right,
other
so
people.
we have Lady, Little Jess, and Wazowski just drank.
Oh.
We need to go.
And Ginger Tramp just had a seizure.
Remember the
I was gonna go
realization?
brush his teeth.
Okay, while Ginger Tramp is curled up in the fetal position, let's hear stories.
You're first.
I want to hear about this.
Yay!
Hey, are already of your parents hot?
No.
No.
They're our parents, I mean.
Well, look, they popped out hot kids, but hey.
True.
So
No,
we'll
that's
just,
true.
we'll just leave it at that. Go for it.
So at 15, I was getting up to go training because I used to train at a ridiculous o'clock in the morning.
Train for what?
Swimming, running, all of it. And I've walked past Mum and Dad's bedroom. I'm like, why is Dad sleeping on his back? He never sleeps on his back. Is he dying? And I've looked closer and gone, oh no, that's Mum. She's moving. I'm going to go now.
Wait, what were they? Was the kind of cowgirl, or was she just going down on him?
No, she was on top.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, she was bossing him around. So I've left the
Yeah,
house.
she was.
Hey, normal cowgirl or reverse cowgirl?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sounds like it was sort of lying down.
Yeah.
On top.
Missionary.
I think you got to really picture it in
but-
your mind.
upside down.
Parents having sex right now. Enjoy.
But, but so
Shut up, you
was
have
your
to
mom
go
giving him a
soon.
reach around or like a
No, she
reach
was
through?
sitting on top of him, facing him. They were both facing each other.
Yeah.
She was riding him for all hell out and get out.
Yeah.
So I've left, come
Is
back
that
2
why you
hours
thought he
later
was
and didn't make
dying?
eye contact with either of them.
Did they see you?
Did they know you saw them?
I still don't know. I hope not.
You ask. Let's get the phone quickly.
Call them up.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Lolo lady.
No, and that's it.
All right.
All right, Jess.
Mine was, I was about between 10 to 12. I actually can't remember the age perfectly. But my parents had snuck away while they played TV, and I was still hungry, waiting for the food to cook, being a fucking hungry human I am. Decided to walk into my parents' closed door, even though they closed the hallway door, the door at the front, and their own door to them. So I opened all three,
What were you
thinking,
doing? Playing Tomb Raider?
I don't know.
So you're trying to get smart.
Clearly, I did not get the whole sign of the doors are closed, you can't enter. So I entered, and my mum was in doggy. So yeah.
Good.
At least Lolo Ladies was somewhat romantic.
And see, I had to have like the conversation afterwards. Mum and Dad really love each other, and I was like, I don't want to talk about
Yeah, but,
this.
and it's like, yeah, but I don't want to see Mum getting thrashed.
Wait. Did you? I walked into my mum
Did you-
facing
That wasn't
me.
love.
Did you make eye contact?
Yeah, I walked into my because I opened up both. They had French doors, so I opened up the French doors,
well, someone
having
had to
my
make
mum
eye
facing
contact.
me and my dad obviously on top. So
Did they just
both
keep going,
stared
or
at-
did they stop?
You know what? I just kind of ran. I don't really care what they did.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, they did take maybe half an hour to come outside to talk to me.
Yeah,
so
so they definitely.
they probably did off.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you start anal, it's hard to finish.
I know, my mum should know. Anywho, it's in the past.
And you, Wazowski?
There's been a few. Like, this is the problem. My mum and dad had 4 kids. So there wasn't a lot of space.
Did you see each of them conceived?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm getting another
That's true. So yeah, no. I mean, I've done the typical like, I walked in and my parents having sex, like not great. But my mum and dad split up pretty early on, so I'd heard my mum having sex with a one-night stand before, which is just like, it's fine, good for her, really. But as a little boy, it was a bit like, that's interesting. So that's new. That's a new one.
Mom and Uncle Steve are playing farmer, and he's plowing her until the cows come home.
When did Mum get a nighttime personal trainer?
She grunts a lot.
Really working on her core. But honestly, the worst is my brother. was told to like clear out my dad's bedroom though, like at that point. And my dad had just got a new girlfriend. He was moving in with her. So my brother's helping to clean up stuff. And then in one of the drawers, he finds this schoolgirl outfit, which has ruined the fantasy for me. Schoolgirls are gone now. It's just not there. But the conversation I had with my brother was, I don't know if that's his girlfriend's or his costume. Because we were like,
Oh my god.
it was a new girlfriend. Like I had no help. So yeah, we were like, we'll just sail past that one. Not great.
Wow.
All right.
That was a juicy one.
Yeah. All right.
All right. GT, you're up.
Are we all regretting playing now?
Like, we all feel a little dirty.
This game ends when the last person standing is the only one who's not mentally broken, sobbing on the floor. Never have I ever had sex in a place of worship.
Like a church?
Like a church. Some kind of
What
consecrated
if you
place.
don't classify
Any
as
religion.
what?
Any religion.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
I'm even going to count on the front steps of a Scientology building if we want.
I like how Lolo ladies like Scientology.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What's the story for that one, Missy?
So I
Isn't
told
it supposed to
you.
be the person who asked is not supposed to have done?
Yeah, how did you do it?
You're working out some Dianetics
He's like,
together or
I
something.
don't know.
I'm confused.
That's fun.
Whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right,
Okay, so
lady, you have a
stories.
troubled look on your face.
And then I remembered.
Hand job outside of a cathedral when I was in the cathedral choir at 16.
Oh
16?
Yeah.
I love BJ's face.
Fuck, man, that's young.
Whoa.
Doing well.
Oh,
Popping them out.
God damn.
Really?
go, girl.
None in them out.
I'm not proud.
I didn't know that. That's so awesome.
Oh, just give me a bus. We're just going to get rid of it.
And
It wasn't him.
All right, who else was drinking on that one? You were, of course.
I drank because I don't believe in worship places, so to me it was another house. But there was a church.
I want to rationalise it correctly.
It was hot, it's fine.
Anywho, there was a church near our house, and when I was seeing my boyfriend before Lawrence, we couldn't really have sex at my house because my parents had caught me before, so we thought
Well,
somewhere
arguably,
near.
you had caught them too.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair. So we figured, this place was just nearby our house, and it had kind of like a little courtyard section where it had like a baby Jesus and a Mary, like little worship section. So it had like a little pond.
Oh my God.
And
Pretty
You had sex
petite,
in
you
front of
could
baby-
fit in the crib.
No, it's like so it's connected to like a Catholic school. So the school's there, the church is there, and they have this little courtyard
Oh,
section.
Catholic, don't worry, it already happened then.
Also, a nativity scene and a promiscuity scene. Fantastic.
Oh.
Look, I didn't touch any of them. I was in the middle of it all.
You could have been done with a hate crime.
Look, if the priest had caught me, probably. But look, it was midnight. It was fine. It was just because we physically couldn't have sex in the car anymore because I was getting copper burn. So. So I think this is
I mean, that makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
3 Hail Marys and Our Father, you'll be fine.
At least I was like 19.
I think she needs padding.
Yes, knee pads.
Oh, I need a lot of padding. Half my body's bruised.
Elbow and knee pads.
All right, who else was on that drink list there?
I was.
You, of course.
Yes, I spent a lot of time in churches, and sometimes there's needs. It happens.
Nice. Anyone in particular in the church,
matter
just
of
in the aisle, or?
Sometimes
No, like the playground, but at night.
that's why they call it the playground.
I'm going to give you the sacrament of
But at
sexy
night time,
time.
not like Sunday during church. I mean, that's
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
Look, I have limits,
Yeah.
okay? Oh, shit. sorry.
exactly. It's okay. Look it up.
All right. And you, did you have one as well?
Yeah, I drank on that one.
Yeah.
Because I remembered. Picked someone up at a club, and to cut a really, really, really long story short, which is quite funny, but she was living on a college, and the only place in the college, because she lived in a shared dorm room type thing, she said, the only place we can go is this chapel on the college, and it was a fully decked out Catholic type chapel with the thing over the altar and the pews and the everything, and she goes, well, let's just go behind the altar and go at it.
You were on the altar.
Behind the altar.
You're still on it though.
And yet,
Oh, actually, yeah, technically the altar area is that whole thing, is you've got the table thing.
That's the altar
Yeah.
girl coming out then,
Yeah.
knowing all the terms.
Yeah.
I was bad. That's
Yeah, that's-
horrible.
Yeah.
That's sacrilegious.
Well, yeah, actually, well, I suppose I was going out of where the priest would normally stand.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So you felt
Oh,
king of the
Jesus,
world?
you're going to hell.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
What? For just that?
That was just the beginning.
Just another notch.
Okay. That brings it up to me, right?
Yep. What you got?
Okay. Never have I ever masturbated to an episode of television.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
How have you not?
My God, I'm around all of you.
Like literally every morning. How do you not one out?
To an episode of
A
television.
TV show.
Yeah.
Actually watching it, being aroused by
Carl
what you see.
Stefanovic, right? On the
Like Matlock. Or I
Like
don't
Game
know.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, not like.
What about Rick and Morty?
Yeah, Rick and Morty's
I
my
mean,
one.
come on.
I like sit there and watch, and then something will be said, and I'm like, okay, cool, just knock that out, and then I'm like, oh, back to Rick and Morty now.
Or Archer, or anything.
Sandra
Archer's
Sully-
pretty
Sandra
easy to
Sully
go to.
back
It's
in
pretty
the day.
hot.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
wait.
Rather than everybody explain it, all you have to do is I'm going to point at you, and you've got to say what television show it was.
Only one?
The latest one?
Whatever your favorite masturbating television show is. I don't
The
know.
funniest.
True Blood.
Okay, that's acceptable. A lot of porn.
One Tree Hill.
I don't even know what that is.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Chad Michael Murray.
I don't want to say that.
Home and Away. No, I'm joking. Like, you know what? I can't actually. Game of Thrones would be something like that, along that kind of line. But yeah.
Come on.
Come on, Lawrence.
Seinfeld. God damn it.
Is that why you quote it so often?
Then there's this bit where Putty and Elaine are doing it, and she's like, "Oh damn it!" And I was young and I didn't have access to porn. I thought that was pretty arousing, so I fapped it off to that. It's like when she, you know, the episode she's sexing him to get information about the pricing for quote for Jerry's car repair.
I don't remember.
Oh no, wait, no, or is it the Move? It's the Move episode.
Was it both?
Probably. I did fancy Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah.
See
yeah.
that.
There was a show in the UK called Eurotrash.
Oh my God! Yes.
And
Eurotrash.
yeah, I know that you would have jerked it to Eurotrash a lot. It was just one of those shows. It was on late at night, and it just talked about different weird things that happened in Europe, like around the different lifestyles, nudism, interest, swinging, and it was kind of erotic anyway. And like the presenter had her tits in the gigantic boobs in
Ferrari.
Lola Ferrari, and this tiny little. It was hot.
Yes. Eurotrash.
Yes.
Because it's trashy?
All right.
Yes.
I would say Archer's one.
Which character?
Lana!
Say Krieger and you'll be forever the best.
No.
Say
It
Krieger and
depends.
I'll be really happy.
You even sounded like Krieger just said too.
It depends on which episode, but I like Pam in the later years, and then I also
like Cocaine Pam?
yeah, and then I also like Cheryl, like once she gets her attitude.
Cherylee.
Yeah.
Charlene in the tiny hot pants.
Outlaw Country!
That is basically
Cartoon
LJ.
Western, yeah.
That is LJ.
Yeah. I would say most people.
I mean,
on
you
there,
fucked over Archer in
but
any episode.
especially Krieger. yeah.
Make
Is
him
that what I'm
happy.
supposed to say?
Thanks, man.
Okay.
All right, you.
A lot of late night news.
Oh my God.
Some of the female newsreaders were.
Late night news.
No, there's
These
some
kind of
really-
weather girls or something.
No, I can see.
Seriously.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Natasha Belling, Sandra Sully. If you go back to when I was like
Sandra
9,
Sully.
Oh, she was
back in the
hot.
day.
And now live from
Yeah.
Pakistan.
And she just had that look about it.
Natasha Belling, though. Oh, Natasha.
Yeah, she'd be looking
You
down the
wanna put your
television, just
belly
go,
into her?
"Oh, I'm really sorry for what happened to those people in that really poor something stand part of the world, but
I just can't help
I
myself.
can't help myself.
I gotta do it.
Wow.
I got to do this."
Bradford, I'm shocked at you.
I am
know.
surprised.
Well, sorry, I'm a deviant, but not
But
apparently
even
that
as a little
deviant.
boy. Surely.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I had porn from a very young age because I stole it from my uncle.
Wow.
Well, look at you there, Mr. All High and Mighty.
I am all
Like,
Make it sound like you've
I
got
don't have to jerk it off to TV shows.
And plus
Well,
I was a computer nerd, so I had a computer at age 8.
Sorry.
I had a computer at age 8.
I think we just blew everybody's ears out.
It blew off the level.
He's so loud.
I do remember the first porn I downloaded was, it took like an hour and a half to get it. And all it was an animated gif of a woman's breast going like, that's all it was. And I masturbated to that thing like a million times.
That was when you still had dial-up, wasn't
Yeah. You know, it'd be like,
you know the porn I was thinking?
Mom, hang up the phone. I'm sorry, are you downloading one of your little games? Sort of.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Is it going to seem weird if I don't really know what dial-up is?
Oh,
Shut up! Get out!
okay, so dial-up was the internet back when it sounded like this.
Like back when we were growing up, when you needed to connect to the internet, you had to connect. Like you actually had to dial in. Like there was a
Oh, it's
number.
like the one from the proposal.
You had to go
Yes.
through the phone
Yes.
No, I never had that as a kid.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Sorry. Okay. No, I understand. It's from the proposal.
You literally had to call into the internet.
Okay. So it's connected to your phone line.
Via
That
the
makes
phone
sense.
line.
Yeah, it was
That
really
makes
weird.
It was very much the Matrix. Moving on.
All right, you're up, lady.
Okay, have these written down because otherwise I wouldn't do it. Never have I ever had a picture drawn of me using a penis.
You.
Wait, have you seen a penis?
Yeah.
Picasso.
Oh.
Best pictures ever.
Yep.
Ours is framed in the club now. It's in the locker room.
Is it?
I saw it, yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks good.
So for all the listeners out there, Picasso, he goes to all the sexpos and different parties and things around Australia. I don't know if he goes anywhere else besides Australia, but he's at least here. But he was at our secret spot one night, and he was doing portraits of people and couples if they wanted it. And I think BJ and Wazowski and Lawrence and Jess and Bradford and I all got our portraits done by Picasso.
With
Amazing.
his penis.
And they're
great.
quite good, yeah.
Yeah, quite good.
We stupidly got the micro card of the footage of us
We did too.
getting fit. Yeah, it's not great. I was like, I
We
don't
haven't
wanna
even
see my-
watched it.
It's a free
no.
micro card.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh no, you paid for it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so he dips his penis in the paint and paints the portraits, and then when he's done, when he signs it, he gives you a little paintbrush, and you put it in his penis sounding style, and then he signs it with the paintbrush.
I think Lawrence's face was the most priceless thing. He
was
was like,
fun.
hey, pull it out of my penis. And your face literally just dropped. You were like, what?
It screamed no.
Bad touch.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
It's pretty amazing though.
That was
And
amazing.
he's fast,
Yeah, he's really good.
Yes.
And they're
He's
really
good painting with his penis.
Yeah. Well done, penis. Well done.
All right, little Jess.
Never have I ever had sex with all my clothes on. So just pulling my underwear to the side or pulling my dress off.
Seriously? I'm kind of surprised.
My underwear has always been like off, so a piece of clothing has come off for this to happen.
I think everybody else except
Yeah.
Ginger Tramp has drunk to that one. What about you, Lawrence?
Yeah, I drink.
Okay.
He's pouring himself.
So everybody but Little Jess and Ginger Tramp has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not
I
really
somehow
a
managed to
Even
take
just
all my
like-
clothes off.
Even just like a quickie or anything, you never just...
I managed to take shit off before I even start. I'm taking my underwear off before I even getting any there. Or I'm not wearing underwear, so.
Yeah.
And if I am, it's just the underwear gets pulled to the side, nothing else.
So has anybody here who's done it other than a quickie, like on purpose? Like I want to leave all my clothes on just for like a fetish kind of thing? Or has it always been just a quickie?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
just
once or
like
twice, but it's not like an active like this is a major turn on for me. It's just kind of a
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Makes sense.
More of a heat of the moment thing.
Ginger
about.
Yeah.
forgot our wedding night.
Did you do
pull
it
the boxes under the balls.
It's what happens when you get too drunk.
Pull it under. There we go. Good to go.
Good enough. Is everybody settled over there?
We're losing people for more drinks and getting all choked up and shit.
Because we're drinking too much.
Because we're all a bunch of pervs. All right, BJ.
Right. Okay. Never have I ever had oral sex while driving.
Given or
Had or
received?
given?
It says
both.
never have I had oral sex.
So both.
So either given. Okay, what? Just do both.
Well, do both.
It's harder to give a woman oral sex while driving.
Well, you're just not
no, you
trying.
can't.
Okay, say, but we'll do both. Received.
Yeah, well,
Slash, yeah.
it's harder. I didn't say it can't be done. I'm saying
I've
it's
had it
harder.
done. Yeah.
So if I learn to drive, will you give me oral sex?
Huh?
If I learn to drive,
Lawrence found it much easier to
will you give me
give to
oral
a guy,
sex?
right?
Wait, say that.
Disgusting.
Hold on, wait. Say that again, Wazowski.
Sorry about the cookies.
Lawrence found it much easier to give to a guy. And,
That's unpleasant.
Lawrence enjoyed that one.
He had a similar amount of spray up.
It's almost a reenactment.
Hey, I apologize for that. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I have been storing it up.
I just want to know if I get to my license and actually.
All right, there you go. That's your reward. When we drive down to Canberra or
Incentive.
wherever we're going on a long haul, I'll lick you out while you drive.
It's not safe.
No, because if you hit something and your airbag goes off, the first thing your mouth is going to do is,
It's not safe for me to drive in general. I tried to
Well,
kill
no,
a
so
cop.
you
I
haven't
tried
done
to
it?
kill a person in a
What?
car.
So you haven't done it?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, and I've received.
It's not safe.
I wouldn't do it again.
Nom, 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 nom.
I was,
Lives to be lived.
what about fingering? Does that count?
I'm
then?
gonna say I was
No.
young and stupid.
Well, that's not
I would not do it now.
Okay,
Always do it at
but I
stop
have
traffic
done it.
lights.
Thank you. I've been fingered, but I haven't.
The problem is getting out in between their knees while they've got their feet still on the pants.
It's harder in like what do we do?
Well, you go from
manual?
above.
Manual. Yeah, you need an auto.
Yeah, automatic.
Okay, so we'll buy me an auto car and I'll learn how to drive.
Yeah.
Do,
All right,
do we need
cool.
to demonstrate this
It's
for
a lot of
you?
things to do.
Yes.
Oh, what's the next one?
I'm pretty sure your one. You were like begging
You're
me
up.
not to do it
Oh,
because
it's
there
me,
was
I'm up.
people there. I was
I don't know
going
why I
to-
get embarrassed about it.
I was going down and you like, there's people watching us, and I was like, and
I always wave to the truckers.
and then they can. they've got
She
that
does.
feeling.
She's the most polite person as she's giving birth head.
Never have I ever made animal noises while fucking any kind of animal. And on purpose, not, no. I'm not talking about my normal panting. I'm talking
Go
about,
with the goat.
An asthmatic
I haven't
bear.
done it yet. I haven't done it yet.
He
I,
wants to do
I
it.
want to do it. I
I
haven't
feel
done
like
it.
you
So
have made
any
animal
kind of-
noises before, though.
No, a deliberate noise as an animal. So has anyone done like role playing, like I'm a big scary tiger? Look, just because you're orange, mate, doesn't make
He can't swallow.
Did you have the costume and all? Please tell me you did.
What are they called? Furfies?
Furries.
Furries. What is it?
Furries.
Furry.
No, hang on, no, that's weird.
I like tigers. I
Alright.
call him a lion.
Let's hear about this.
No, because I got
time?
pointed at.
Which time she's like, oh,
Any
not
of them.
again.
So randomly, the ginger will make monkey noises and
In the middle of sex.
Yes, because he's an
That's
idiot.
like a road.
Just for the hell of it.
You're the man.
Yeah.
Did you realize
I might
that-
expand this just a little bit too, so we might catch Bradford. Any Chewbacca noises? Some kind of Wookiee? Ewok?
Not during sex.
Oh,
during
it's Jabba the Hutt?
Check out my
Me blow on facey, you takey.
Maybe in like foreplay, but not in sex.
Is Yoda an animal? Because someone's like, suck me, you will.
I think that should count.
Seagull, stop it now.
Oh no.
That was a good one. I didn't think I was going to get a response. Pretty
God.
good, I think.
Okay, so I have a new goal. I want to do that. I'm just going
Yeah.
to surprise you out of the blue, and I'm going to be like,
And you realize I'll probably start laughing and like push you out.
oh, it's great when a woman laughs during sex, because it's like tightens up, and it's like, woof.
I don't know what you're doing. The woman's
I
laughing
think
during
that's
sex.
We watch Rick and Morty.
Did you make animal noises? I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm yet to
done
do the
something
goat thing
ridiculous.
with someone I'm yet to have some bad sex with someone I don't really like, and just totally fuck it on purpose. That's my goal.
Life goals. It's important to have life goals.
There's achievements. You have to get trophies.
Backup plans?
Yeah. We got to level up.
All right, Wazowski.
Never have I ever been to a strip club with my partner.
Really?
Oh,
You really?
gosh.
Never
Is this
been.
why you guys wanted to go brothel hunting?
And we live next door to three
You've
strip
been to a
clubs.
strip club though, right?
Yeah, been to a strip club,
But
but
you two
never,
haven't been together.
No.
never been together. Never like got like the couples talk about getting the joint. Yeah,
We did nearly think about doing it the other week. We were a bit like, we had nothing to do. We're like, should we just go? And then we didn't end up going. Because
Yeah,
we were like,
sex
it's
instead.
Porkies or...
We should go to Twin Peaks. We should do that.
Twin Peaks. Yeah, why would you do Twin Peaks? This time I
Because
won't
at least you
pass
get
out.
a decent feed out of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And the girls are usually got their front teeth.
That's why I like concourse, because I'm going to have a drink anyway, and then they're just in lingerie. It's nice.
Ours was good though, because we ended up going with one of your old army buddies, and then afterwards we bar hopped between, I think, Bada Bing.
I thought you meant when we went to a brothel.
We went to the brothel after Bada Bing. We went to Bada Bing, we met up with your army buddy, we were having drinks, and we were like, let's go get some escorts. And then we were like, no, I've got this place called Stiletto, let's go there.
Yeah.
And then we booked out a room, and then we had sex with your army buddy for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, all right then.
That was actually a pretty good day.
It was pretty good.
It's good memories.
I
good
liked the girl.
memories.
Sapphire was her name.
Yeah. So
She looked nothing like a sapphire. She was gorgeous, but
She wasn't blue?
She wasn't blue.
She was disappointing.
When you chose no.
Even when I choked her, my hands are too small to wrap around the
$5
wing.
she was on my crown jewels though. What up?
Yes, okay.
Anyone.
No.
I fucked myself.
All right. Is it Wazowski?
That's
Done.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Never have I ever had sex with a virgin.
Oh, really?
you lucky fucks.
No, it is the most depressing thing. I've had sex with like 3 virgins. It's so hard.
Me
like,
too.
You have to show
So
them what
much
to
work.
do, and then they don't enjoy this, and you're like, no, it gets better. And then you have to be the person that tells them it gets better.
Yeah.
Is it worse?
I think it's
So
worse
you
being
have
a girl.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else?
No.
I'd be interested to like compare. Obviously, it's hard because. Well, have you taken a man's virginity? Not just his anal, but just virginity in total.
No, just with another guy. His first time with another guy.
Okay.
I've been so many
I
guys.
was
first
wondering
times, my
what is the
nickname is
difference
Training
between
Wheels.
the genders? Like, is it worse for a woman as her first time taking?
Oh, I see.
I
what
was,
you're
well, I
saying.
was both. Like I took
Obviously, you've lost your virginity to someone.
no, yeah, I have, but I lost my
Right.
like I've taken a girl and a guy's virginity, and it's the same for me.
It's the same bad experience.
Well, it's not bad. It's just you don't get to enjoy it as much because you have to sit there and talk them through it, and it's a lot more teaching than playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to them they're probably so nervous they don't really notice all that. But I probably spent most of the time going, okay, this is a good position. This is good to lick here. You can do that. You can do that. You're allowed to ask this. You're allowed to ask that. Like
Right.
things, and I'm like, if you'd had sex maybe once or twice,
Yeah.
they're kind of common knowledge.
Yeah.
But it's their first time. You can't expect them to know your. Yes, you know your clit's up there, but is it good to go
I
up and
wonder
down?
if, like, you know,
Was
people
it-
say like porn's changing the way younger people are having sex. I wonder if it changes how, you know, younger people are losing their virginity.
Yeah,
I would assume
there
so.
was a
Like they're just a bit more uninhibited too from the get go.
100%. There was a stand-up comic who we watched recently, and he'd done some work on this, where he was like did a documentary and spoke to children at primary schools or high schools or something about like losing their virginity, and it was like 40% of children who lose their virginity film it.
Wow.
40%
Holy
film themselves. I couldn't imagine watching me lose my virginity on film. It just sounds awful. But wow, because they record everything. Everything is self-documented.
Wow.
So it's why
insane.
wouldn't they do that and then share with their friends? Because kudos, high fives.
I lost my virginity and then we did anal. So I can imagine that conversation
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
And more so in recent times.
Well, my first anal was surprise anal.
You just said you just got ass raped. That's what you just said.
Well, it was a surprise to me. What I expected.
Well, usually the rapist knows that he's about to rape someone.
Surprise rape is in. Whoa! Sorry, I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself. This is not great, buddy.
So was it the same for you, Lola Lady, when you took someone's virginity?
3 different guys, all at university. It was depressing.
What, in one evening? It's a conveyor belt.
Must be Thursday. Next.
I'm servicing and open for business.
I just always wonder what the different, like, the problems with, like, guy, like,
I
we're
feel
just
like
talking
it'd be
in the
easier for a guy.
heterosexual sense, like, a guy losing his virginity to a more experienced female partner and then vice versa. What are there any commonalities in terms of, like, problems and issues, or is it they've got their own certain
the one common problem was none of them knew how to put on a condom. I had to teach them how to do that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes
And
sense.
all 3 of them tried to have sex without one
Yeah.
until it was insisted upon.
agree.
Yeah, that still happens even like at,
I know,
number 233.
but it shows you it's from
It's
the very
younger,
beginning.
yeah.
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 So
Okay.
I also found all their oral skills were all horrendous.
Wow.
It was.
What about-
But that takes
What about you?
practice. Like
Yeah, you're
it's
not gonna be a
forgivable.
fucking-
They're
It
putting on
is.
a condom, buddy. You know,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
Well,
you can practice
That's crazy.
that.
The girl was probably worse than the guys because she was biting, and I was like, "Why are you biting my vagina?" Bitch, please stop.
a watermelon.
This is now hurting me.
This is not.
Why are you spitting out the seeds?
That's my love juices, baby.
I actually do have a really horrendous taking of virginity story that I've and ahed about sharing it, but why not?
So you didn't drink? Drink, bitch.
No, I drank. It's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
I finished the
Oh, the
glass.
shame.
That's how bad this is. But yeah, so basically, me and my friends, we went to see a friend who was at university there. So we went up there. And BJ knows this story, so this is not good. We drove up there. We met a girl. It was great. We went out at some club, and we were chatting for a while. And she asked me to come back up, and I spent the weekend up there. We had sex. It was our first time. The sex was perfectly, it was great. It was great. Not a problem at all. The problem was that, like, when I got back, I got a phone call from a friend that I'd slept with previously saying, I'd just been to the clinic and
Oh God.
I've got chlamydia, and you need to go get yourself checked. And I did, and I had chlamydia, and I had to make the phone call to this poor girl.
So you didn't use a condom for any?
We use a condom, but things happen. It's not perfect.
Just a tip, baby.
And of course I had to make the phone call. Like, I'm really sorry.
So she lost her virginity and,
and
had to get
contracted
tested.
chlamydia.
Oh, you want to get the whole sweep in first go. Like, after that, whatever.
I don't know what type of virginity losing you had.
Poor thing.
Mine is not
Honestly,
the whole sweep.
that poor girl. Because
Was she okay?
she didn't call me to tell me the test results. She did not want to speak to me ever again. Yeah. I was not her favourite person that day.
At least you called her though.
We
Yeah.
have
Wouldn't even do
to.
that.
Yeah, she's probably like, by now, she's probably looking back and go, at least he did the right thing.
Right.
She's
Let's
mature
hope so.
for that thing.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean, the
she's
right thing would have not to have given her chlamydia.
Touche.
No, but you didn't know going into it,
And
so
you
it's
use
not
protection,
like...
so that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
These things just,
there's
it was just
nothing.
unfortunate.
And I feel like this is, and then we cut scene to like back over in the UK, and there's this woman in like a deep dark dungeon, like doing a seance, and like she's got photos of Wazowski all around the place, like.
She's a crazy cat lady now. Yeah, because that's it. You don't like those first times are crucial because you're basically sculpting that person's sexual
How they approach
healthy
things.
approach
Yeah.
to their sex life, and I would hate that to think that I had a negative, which I must have done. I hate to think that because I'm a big advocate for having a very healthy attitude towards sex. So yes.
She probably wore 3 condoms after that. Every single man. Keep taking
Never taking these off.
So, arguably, the first time I had sex with my partner, who was also a virgin, we wore 2 condoms.
Oh, no.
And then she was taking a pregnancy test about a week later. Because we were so ingrained
Paranoid.
in the South. Growing up in the South,
Yeah.
we were certain we got pregnant.
That's horrible.
Because all it takes is once, that's what they tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for some people, Mary, it didn't take any.
And can't you get more pregnant doing it standing up and all that kind of stuff, There's like myths that you had when you were younger.
Using
If you
Coca-Cola
stand up
as a
having
douche.
sex, you'll get
Oh.
pregnant. It's just like,
I thought it was kissing.
kissing as well, yeah. And you can get sperm off the
But
toilet
not
seat,
anal.
so you can
Everyone
get
knows anal,
pregnant.
you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Chlamydia.
let's do the bum thumb.
There's that song "Fuck Me in the Ass Because I Love Jesus." Right?
Yes, yes. Was it Garfunkel and...
You've not seen this song? "Fuck Me in the
It's
Ass
amazing.
Because I
It's
Love
like these two
Jesus."
girls.
It's a film
you know.
clip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loved it.
Okay, who's up?
Yes.
Ginger Tramp.
Never have I ever vomited during sex.
Oh shit. Wait, not during sex. Like,
Fuck.
All right, lady. We need
Is
to
there
get
a prize for someone who drinks at every round?
You're my hero.
So what are we learning from this? At this table, we have a quagmire. And it's Robo Lady.
I think we need to make a table and like who drinks at each one.
If I was going on early betting on who would be getting the most drinks in, I was not going to go on Lola Lady, but I love you so much more right now. I can't wait to hear the vomiting story.
Yeah.
Twice was with you.
Whoa!
Oh, that's right! Yes!
Wait, does like blowjobs count? Because I've tried a deep throat.
Not from
no.
like
Okay,
being
that's fine.
ill, not from like forcing a member to be
Yeah.
dead.
Okay, cool. I haven't been ill.
So
Just
what
tried a
happened?
Deep throat.
Both times I was really drunk because I tried to keep up with the boys. Oh God. Yeah. Never try and keep up with the boys.
Not good.
And I thought it was a great idea until I have sex while I wasn't feeling real sharp. That
Was
a
it bad
mistake.
vomit or was it just a little?
A little bit one time we wanted.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's called a Roman shower.
No.
I'm sorry, it's called a what?
A Roman shower.
Is it really? It's gotta be.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Some people are into that.
People do
Sure,
that?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good for them. No.
I forgot about that.
You blocked it from
Isn't it
memory.
amazing how they
Sorry,
can
never
forget?
got
Well, it sounds like you were both fairly
Oh, we were
intoxicated.
wasted. It's just
So
that I was
it's
wasted.
understandable you forgot.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That was the night we tried to keep up at the pub.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you tried to keep up.
Yeah, that was the fountain of revoltingness.
Let's move on.
All right, moving on. Never have I ever been part of double penetration with a lady.
You mean
Never have I had been a
Had
part
my
of
brain part?
been
I
part
can't
of
fuck
double
a lady.
penetration. Yeah.
I
So
need
for the
more.
ladies,
But you
been
mean-
doubly penetrated.
Okay.
But I don't
anus
mean
and vagina?
I mean anus and vagina.
Yeah, I get that.
See,
DP.
one
Has
yes.
your cock either been in someone's pussy or anus
At the
while
same
another
time.
man?
as another
Yeah.
Oh, it's been inside.
Double
Pussy
penetration.
anus, not mouth.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Spit roasting? No. I mean,
Both holes.
DP.
yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh, and for bonus points, never have I been in the group of airtight.
What?
the same? No,
Oh, no.
we lost
All
one.
right, we lost one.
So on that one,
airtight is
on that one, Lawrence
anal,
All three major orifices.
yeah,
Yeah.
anal, vagina, and mouth.
yeah.
Tell his two nostrils.
How do you concentrate?
So Lawrence and Jess drank on
You just
both,
need to let it go.
Okay.
and you only drank on the DP.
Yes,
always-
we were at a party a couple months ago, and one of the whilst we were in a big play situation, one of the girls was like, "Do you want to help me DP?" And the partner fucked her ass, and she climbed on
Yeah.
top, and I fucked her pussy, and
Awesome.
life was good. Life was good.
Fair play.
It was a good day.
Today was a good day.
She was hot.
Do you want to elaborate on your alls or?
Mine's been twice. One with another friend of ours. It was at her birthday party, and obviously we had a 2-bedroom hotel suite, and I was just out in the lounge room area with some other people just drinking, and then they sort of both came up, but it was the woman who actually propositioned me. She goes, "Do you want to come into the room and play with my partner and I?" And I said, "Sure." And then it became very apparent because she jumped straight back on top of him. And I was like, and he goes, "You're meant to fuck my ass now." Okay.
I like that. BTW.
And it was funny because it's not super comfortable doing it. One of the guys is almost always uncomfortable. And it's not by the situation,
Right.
but just by the
position.
position. So I was the uncomfortable one. I was she was straddling him she was cowgirl on the bed, and I was but the bed is obviously not at my waist height.
Yeah.
So I had to sort of half squat down and try and get in. And I just remember I got in there, and then I saw his head poke around from the side of her body, going, "Uncomfortable, eh? Burns your thighs, eh?" I'm like, yes.
I think I'd
I hope
rather.
she's having fun.
I think I'd rather animal noises.
Wazowski, you want a glass?
Which birthday was this?
I think it was her it was like a 29th or 30th, something like
I was
that.
gonna be like, it's a good bang for your 30th.
Oh.
You're like, bring it on, guys. So just
In
so
the,
everyone
in the
knows,
air.
my 30th. Yep. It's
What do
recorded.
I get for my 40th?
And the airtight,
What do you want?
was with the little one over here.
Washing
So.
party is what you get for your body.
The what? Oh, airtight. Yeah, airtight was one of our friends she had told us she was having a gangbang and that's what she wanted for her birthday. And I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And then last minute, like literally on the day of her gangbang, she's like, so I'm kind of freaking out. There's going to be 7 guys. Can Lawrence and yourself come and can you balance it out a bit? Because 7's a bit too much for me. Like, I've actually got myself into a hole where I can't do this. I'm like, yep, bring it. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm like, I could do this. Turn up
I was just grateful to be on for the ride. Like,
so yeah.
I may be the 8th cock, it doesn't matter.
She like it was like awesome fun, but I got to a stage where the guys are like, so let's try DP, and she's like, nah, not doing that. I was like, fuck it, bring it, I'll do it, I'll try it. So I laid our friends down, and then
No, I was on the bottom. Yeah, but you were reverse cowgirl.
okay, cool. So Lawrence was in my ass, C was in my vagina, and then D just decided to like pop his dick and go
No, I
into my
summoned
mouth.
him. I said,
Oh, did you?
she's hungry. She's hungry. She needs a cock in her mouth.
Well, see, I
Okay.
physically
like the wolf.
couldn't like look anywhere. I was like, everything was like moving, and I was trying to stay still without. I don't know. It was.
Yeah, there's a lot of like alternate motion, so you're like,
I got to a stage where I just sort of like was kind of crab-like, and I just had to stay still, and things were just coming
sure
in and
it's
out, in and out, in and out, and then a dick just popped into my mouth, and I was like, oh hello.
It seems like in that situation, the female would have to almost stay still, or else
It was more
the bits aren't
comfortable
gonna-
staying
it's not gonna
still.
work.
When I
Yeah.
tried to keep moving, I felt like I was slipping out of him and pushing more into the other guy. And I like, you know, when you feel that motion, it's about to slip out, you start clenching.
Yeah.
And that's
almost
the last thing
definitely
you
one of
wanna
the
do.
guys has to stay still.
I think he
and
stayed
only
still.
one guy should be thrusting at one time, and the girl, should be staying almost still. And then she can only be moving ahead if she's giving oral to another guy.
This sounds like a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, it is. It's more just to say you did it and it's
Yeah.
fun. Like, we're just trying shit out now, than actually getting a lot of
It
pleasure.
was good fun. I'd definitely do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lola Lady, you're up.
Okay. Consult the list. Never have I ever got a genital piercing.
Do nipples count?
Yeah.
No.
That's not genital.
Fair enough.
Drink up, Lola Lady.
Lola lady, nobody else has.
Wait, got and taken out or got and kept?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just curious about you.
I had to drink because nobody else has one.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
I've got that wrong.
Moving on. That was uneventful.
Uneventful, yeah.
Okay, so the one I wrote was, never have I ever not worn a condom for the first time I've had sex with a new person.
Well, we're going to add ourselves to being naughty.
Oh, only 2. I expected more from that.
Everybody's heard this one.
Oh, really?
If you listen to the
Is
podcast.
it you 2?
Have we talked about the story on the podcast?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
we, the first time that she and I hooked up with each other,
Yeah.
I took her back to her place and yada, 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 and we got started playing, and she pushed me down on the bed and then got right on me. And it instantly, I was like, holy shit. So I pushed her off and then went to my wallet, got a condom out, and then we finished the job. But I was like,
Angela, you hussy.
Here's just he was the horn dog, and you're clearly the horn dog.
I was just excited.
Yeah, I feel like every time there's the no condom thing happening for the first time, it's always been the woman who's just said, okay, let's
do it.
That's what I don't get. Like, people go, I don't want to use someone else's dildo. I go, but you happily suck a fucking dick that's been walking around the club for 6 hours, sweating and being inside of like countless other vaginas and or assholes, but this fucking sterilized dildo puts you off? What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's true.
Do you have some issues you just need to work on?
I feel like
How do you just figure this out now?
Just lay down on the couch. Or,
I feel like we need to do
Ginger's
by
gonna
the
give you
by
a therapy
preventing
session.
podcast, and I just come on for half an hour and rant.
I also like in the OCD-ness that the cookies are piled up into 2 even
Is that you,
piles.
BJ?
no, that's Lawrence. He thinks
I
they're
was
poker
tempted
chips.
though. I was about to do it and then we didn't do it.
Poker chips.
Okay.
it's 9/11 all over again.
Oh, dude.
That's right, there's got to be something like that in here.
BJ, you're
BJ.
up.
Never have I ever fisted a female.
Can we just say fisted?
Fisted.
Yeah, I've never fisted.
All right, so Bradford, Little Jess, and I all drank.
If
Yes.
anyone looked at my hands, they are so tiny.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have big
Does that
hands,
count
but
as fisting?
Oh my god. You had to sit on the side as Bradford.
See, I have baby hands. Like, I don't think mine counts as fisting.
It
It does count as
It does,
fisting.
it does.
Yes.
It's a fist. It's in the it's
a
in a
fist,
hole.
it's
It's a
inside,
fisting.
yeah.
Your little child fists have been inside of the
Yeah.
I was going to go with smurf fisting because I felt that felt less pervy. Child fisting.
Smifting.
I'm not
There's
blue,
something
but
that
I'll
happens in
take it.
Africa.
Oh, can we not?
Okay, what about you two? You two were fisting.
Yeah, no. In fact,
I think we fisted the same person.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Lawrence knows this because Lawrence walked up to me while I was fist deep into a lady.
Did he say high five and you flew across the room?
You picked up like a puppet.
Sorry.
Stan Winston's animatronic.
I was nearly elbow deep into a lady. I had a lady going down on me, and then I had another lady sitting on my face. And Lawrence goes up to me, and in my ear he goes, "Hey, buddy, we need you downstairs."
Fuck you, little creeper.
Really?
That was at the
Sometimes these are the prices that you pay for your VIP card. It's not entirely free.
No, I paid with an MFFF.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I fisted.
You kicked
the
it back off
same-
later on, didn't you?
No, because
No.
when I went back up, one of the ladies was leaving because she had her fun and was done.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Horace!
It was just
well.
a classic threesome then.
Yeah.
So boring.
Listen, you.
Anywho.
Okay. And yours was the same
It
lady.
was the same lady, different time.
And
Fair
then we have
enough.
tiny fists over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my,
we-
my hands aren't much bigger than yours.
Yeah, mine just sort of slid in. It's a bit scary, actually. Because I was just sort of like, I was doing like the one.
Well, it's
and
better
then
than having to
two,
force
and
it
then
in. I
three.
mean.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, three, this is going kind of easy. And then I was like, oh, yep, that's it. I'm just going to.
Imagine how far you could have gone.
I know.
Let me show you the world.
Actually, double fisting is something I wanted to try. I hadn't got the chance, but I'd like to try that.
On
like
you
this?
or
No,
Yeah,
on
do you do it
someone
like that or do
else.
you do it like that? Oh, you might want to cut your nails.
Like I think with that person, I think I could do that. Yeah.
Oh, but your nail.
Well, you trim your nails,
Elbow
honey.
someone.
I don't have like little daggers like you have.
Like yours.
Well, like this.
I
Yeah.
think anything feels like daggers as long as they're.
Yeah,
a
you
little bit
can't have it
long.
past the yeah.
Yeah, true.
All right, Lawrence, you're up, buddy.
I hope someone has a yes for this because I want to know how you did
Not
it.
me.
I need a drink.
So, hooked up in either oral or full sex with someone without words, as in a stranger, like a one night stand kind of situation.
And
Someone you didn't know.
No conversation, no words, nothing.
No verbal
Just like
conversation.
look at them in a bar, point.
Yeah.
Okay, like go fuck in the toilet kind of
Well,
thing.
yeah, at a nightclub, like just dancing, you couldn't talk because it was way too loud, and then you just ended up doing it on the dance floor or somewhere in a dark corner, something like that.
I never have, no.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, mine too.
We've got three. We've got Jess, Wazowski, and Bradford.
Okay.
I'm taking a little artistic license with it because
Yeah.
it's a good story. I was working, which is, I think,
Fair enough.
fair enough. But I was working as a barman on a tropical island back when I was a backpacker, and we were closing up the bar, and there'd been this little German girl sat there reading her book all evening, and I'd just been, serving everyone. I gave her a tequila shot, and she didn't really say anything, but she was reading the book. She was a nice enough person. But I closed up shop, closed everything down. Everyone had gone, and she's still there. And I kind of got this impression that maybe she wanted to go back to my place. So I said, "Do you want to go back to my room?" And she just went, "Yes." And that was it. We went back to my place.
Okay, yeah.
It was pretty cool.
There's some words there, but
No.
I'll partially allow it.
Only half a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The little one.
It was my first time ever having sex.
I thought you knew the person. I thought you...
Yeah, but this particular time I didn't talk to them at all.
No, it has to be a stranger. Doesn't
Oh,
count.
okay.
Shut up.
Well, then
Ban.
that's fine.
Oh, dude, I go to gay saunas.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've had the.
You need to drink a whole beer for that.
You look at somebody from across the room. They walk into a room. You walk into them with them, and then it just sort of happens.
How about somewhere in the civilian world, not a sexual environment like a club, like a sauna or a swingers club?
Does oral count?
Yep.
Then yes. I've done that in a bar with a guy as well.
Okay.
We hooked up in the bathroom.
Nice.
Men are fucking.
Dirty,
And what was the
Men are
okay? No
horny
verbal
dogs.
conversation. But what was the interaction?
So we didn't speak to each other, but we both spoke to a bartender.
Right.
And then I said something to the bartender. He said something to the bartender. We both did kind of look at each other, and then he went to the bathroom, and I thought, oh, I know what this game is. He's leading me. So I was like, all right. So I went to the bathroom, and then he was in the toilet stall, and the door was open, not closed. And so when I came in and closed the door opened a little more. His door opened a little more. So yeah.
Well done.
What was the thing? Like was what you said to the bartender key there, or is it just you both could pick up from each other that you...
We were both flirting with the bartender.
Right.
And it was a lady bartender, which is what's really kind of, I guess, interesting about the whole
So
situation.
you pick up on the flirtatiousness
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
desperateness and
I like how you just shoved that one in there.
Wow.
Desperate.
I have feelings.
We know.
Yes, it's desperation.
Okay, I'm going to ask you more about that later because
Yeah.
we got enough for the podcast.
Thanks for judging our podcast. Who's up now? I've
Wazowski.
completely lost track.
Never have I ever had sex with someone 10 years older than myself.
Really?
Only 10 or 10 or more? Only 10 or 10 or more?
10 or more, yeah, not on the dot.
Really?
Yeah.
Surely you haven't. Come on.
No, the couple at Passions were, you know,
Oh, fuck
9.
off. They're your oldest. Really?
And the oldest.
They're your oldest.
They're your oldest. Are you kidding me?
Now she's judging.
I'm really sorry. I'll go and fuck more old people. I'm really sorry.
I have fucked someone who was being 60 and I was 21.
Yeah, but that's
Well
your
done.
life choices. This is not mine.
Really? I thought this was quite normal. Like, and this is what I think is normal. Like, because I don't see
Obviously,
people.
what your own experiences is what you think is normal.
Yeah.
I know,
because
but I just
that's
don't
your
think
average.
like age is a number. I just.
And it's never
When
been a
it just
case
ma-
of me
makes-
going, sorry, get your passport out, let me have a look at that date of birth. I don't care. It's more just,
There's not that opportunity, hasn't
yeah,
there?
they've not been there.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to happen.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
He was saying the passport thing, as I've kind of done that. There was a guy I hooked up with, and I knew he was older than me, but I didn't know by how much. And so, and he stayed the night the first time we hooked up, and the next morning his wallet was on the dresser. So I kind of looked to see on his license how old he was.
How much older?
He was 13 years older, which I didn't care about the age difference. I was more just curious because he looks and acts young, and
Yeah.
so I'm just
How old were you?
34.
Okay.
Yeah, he was an ex-pro football player in the U.S.
Yeah.
And I would be down for that.
Follow
Yeah,
up
and I
question.
stole her. From
Yeah.
Follow
right.
up question though: how old has everyone gone in years older?
You mean the max years
Max
older?
you've done.
I
Yeah.
think it's 20,
Do I count?
roughly. Just having a guess by
Yeah.
her age.
Guy, 18 years older than me. Lady, 12 years.
What's the oldest for you?
Well, she would have. So I was late 20s, and she would have been in her 50s, so maybe 20 plus,
Yeah.
50 something.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably somewhere in the 15 to 20 range, but I'd have
Yeah.
to really do some thinking to figure
Same.
that out.
What's
Yeah.
mine?
Yeah.
21.
40
and-
years.
Yours is yours is
just
about
told
40,
us.
40, about 40.
No, she was trying. She didn't. She was too lazy to do the math. I got what she was saying. What's mine? Somebody else figured it out for me. Perhaps you could ask. Sarah.
I didn't think it was that big, to be honest. I thought it was like 30.
Yeah, 40 years.
No.
Well, he does not act that age at all, and
No,
I
he's-
never thought he would.
And that's
Oh,
why
well,
age is, it
30
doesn't
years, I
matter.
could be
It's
having
just a
sex with
number.
someone who isn't even
It is.
And that's what we
Yeah.
So
always
if my parents are listening to this, it's
That
just
is
a
not a
number.
high five.
and that's why we always say on the podcast. is
You're
that
right. It's a double high five moment.
But that's why we always say on the podcast, it's not the age. That's just a number. It's more how you act and how you present
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I got spoiled to a beautiful dinner and drinks. So why wouldn't I fuck him?
Absolutely.
There you go.
You want the long list or the short? But we'll touch on that later.
Can I have both?
Who's up next?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's you, Kayla.
Okay, let me see what my next one is. I have to pull up my list here. Never have I ever had sex with someone whose name I didn't know at the time.
God damn it!
Really?
No, I always find out a name.
So what was the question? I completely zoned out.
Never have I ever had
You
sex.
need a drink.
Had sex with someone whose name I didn't know at the time.
You
Was it
have,
their
there have
real
been
name?
couples that have walked up to you
always
and
know
been
the
like,
name.
hi,
We've
how
done
are
that at
you?
the club.
Hang on here, point of clarification here.
We
You may
usually
know
like-
it, but can you remember it?
I didn't say that. I
Okay,
said
no,
at
no,
the
no.
time. No,
At
at
the
the
time.
time.
You always ask?
I never.
Well,
I've slept with them
afterwards-
twice, I still don't know their
I've
name.
I
had
know,
sex
that's
with
us
people
too.
and I've,
I know
like,
their kick account,
I didn't know her name.
That's us too.
but that's
I
not
didn't
their
know her
Christian
name
name.
for the first time we had sex.
Yeah.
I didn't even know BJ's name at the beginning.
I'm calling bullshit on that one.
No, I didn't.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
You
Come
have
on.
seen me before
I
at the
think
club.
she thought we
where
were
people-
Australian.
I've let people. I did actually think
I mean,
you
I
guys
love
were
you.
Australian for a few months. I didn't
But
know you
you're a
guys
little
had
oblivious
English
sometimes.
accents.
So I totally can understand that would be the case.
Fight.
All right, I think.
I'm on your side.
King of the Ring.
Hang on,
I
is
hate it
it
when
gonna-
mum and dad and other mum and dad and like mum and dad's special friends all get together and they fight.
I just
No, because my mum and her special friend, fuck, this is not been over this. It's not great.
Who else is over there going, we'll get used to it?
I've done the whole thing, like it's been in a group situation, I thought double, and then afterwards, like, you know, had a good time. You go, what was your name?
Yeah.
It's totally fine because we didn't know each other's names.
Yeah,
so I was
that was
like,
fine.
Well, so we do this all the time, or at least I do, where we meet somebody at the club and we'll say introduce each other,
Yeah.
and even we might see them at the club. Like I didn't know Wazowski's real name until like I don't know 6 months ago, even though we've known each other for almost
Really?
a year
It's 2
and
years,
change.
yeah.
how did you know him by?
That guy, the cute guy with the pretty eyes, that was him. And then his tall, gorgeous
He's gonna
partner.
get a
I mean, that's
I'll take my
basically
shirt off.
when we would
do.
talk about you guys. It was the cute guy with the pretty eyes, and then his tall, gorgeous partner.
He kissed me yesterday. Just so you know.
He got nice and drunk. And
I don't recall it.
It was and I was like, okay.
Wazowski's fucked.
Or he's letting some deep-seated feelings come out right now.
Well, this is the podcast for it, baby. Like I said earlier, I've been so many guys' first time. They call me training wheels.
Oh my god!
wow.
Right now.
Doesn't it make you sad? You just get cut away after a little while. Like, you don't need this anymore.
I forget, but I forget shit so easily.
I feel like we should move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
Ginger Tramp.
Never have I ever had sex with someone I was in no way attracted to, just because I wanted to get one away.
Just because you wanted to go what?
Just get laid.
Oh, no.
I've had.
Oh, yeah.
I've.
Fuck someone you just not attracted to at all.
Well, I fucked someone I'm not
like I
attracted
have.
to.
But I feel like
But it's not to
that's a
get my own
sliding
way.
scale because I'm attracted to them at that point because I'm probably so like ravenous
You've
for
got
it.
blinkers on.
Yeah, you're full of testosterone.
Does it, okay,
You
what if
just
I
need
wanted,
to-
like, I had sex with the guy because I wanted to get to the girl? Does that count?
Wow, that's not creepy at all.
No, that's Machiavellian.
And congratulations, because that's pretty cool.
No, I just sometimes the girl
Love
is
you.
hotter than the guy, so I just like I don't mind if she's making out with me. And then,
No, yeah, but that's different though. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a
That's
different kind of
definitely
wanting to get laid
different.
yeah,
that way,
because I'm not
'cause
like
that's-
it's not malicious or anything.
That's a
I don't wanna-
transitional
that's just
route.
you just.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do
Yeah.
it. I just
You got to listen to the question. No.
Yeah, so transitional routes don't count.
Was it? Sorry, was the question? Have you ever had sex with someone you didn't want to because your partner wanted to?
No.
fuck
No.
them?
No. You were not
No.
attracted to it. You were so desperate just to have an orgasm and
you
get
just
one
wanted
away.
sex.
Yeah, you
That
were
you
so
just-
you were so sick of watching the late night news and just fucking fattening it off. that you've
Or
gone,
Julia
I need-
Louis-Dreyfus and David Putty.
Yeah, or home and away.
So it
I,
sounds like
I
Bradford.
just need to connect my genitals with someone else's
Yeah.
genitals or other general sex orifice. Because I just need to get one away even though I have no attraction to you at all.
It sounds like Bradford's the only one that's done that.
I've
Would
always
this also
been
be
able
at the
to-
saunas?
Yeah, and hotels. So when I was traveling a lot, you'd get on Grindr and see who was close because and somebody's like, oh look, this person is 10 feet away. Oh, they're 2 floors above me. Okay.
Do you usually bottom or top?
Depends on when you're talking. In the beginning, I was primarily a top. Now I'm primarily a bottom.
Okay. Is it easier to be less attracted to the person than be a bottom? Because
Yes.
you're not necessarily having to
Yeah.
face them?
Yeah.
I would argue that
Yeah.
it wasn't just to have sex, though. It was just to have human contact.
It was all the above. I mean, I was tired of masturbating, so I was like, all right, let's find somebody who to masturbate me.
Like I was saying before, I feel like because I've definitely had sex with people and then afterwards gone,
Oh, we all have that regret.
yeah.
You've
Yeah.
definitely gone into it with sort of
You've
Yeah.
actively known you're
you gone.
like,
This
I'm
I'm
not-
not really keen for you, but
You're already planning the exit
Yeah.
strategy
Yeah.
as you're
I want to
entering.
wag your steak. Here I am eating a Big
Yeah.
Mac. Oh well.
you've gone in. You've used a fake name. Yeah, I'm the blonde tramp. I'm not the ginger tramp.
But you have red hair.
And can I have your phone number for later? Yeah, it's 1-900 Mix-a-Lot.
Yours too?
The standard should be 94811111.
8675
Said in a different way, it's 948-111 Pizza Hut delivery.
How do you know that?
They used to be my
Television.
strap, but I never actually had any girls to tell that to.
How many times do you say that in the mirror?
With confidence, 94811111.
Why don't you bring your home phone? That's so weird.
Well, listen, weirdo. Like, before we had these things that were everywhere,
Mobile
we had to give
phones.
our home phone numbers, and you had to go through the parents. Is Monica there, please?
Did you really?
Who's calling?
Yeah.
Josephine?
One phone to a household, right? So,
Yeah.
And also, Lawrence lived at Pizza Hut.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Oh, he only dated girls that lived at Pizza Hut.
Does your dad own a Pizza Hut franchise? No? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Can't get free pizza. Not interested. Planning the exit strategy.
Okay. Never have I ever peed in a sink.
Fuck me. I was in the army, for fuck's sake, I did pee everywhere.
Come on. Everyone's been drunk enough to do something stupid.
Both ladies, or, well, I say both ladies.
Wow, we
Not
don't count
counting-
Lola, lady.
So everyone but the lady. So clearly the non-ladies of the group.
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Yeah. you
No,
good?
mine was the same. It's not quite a pretty story.
Was it a
I'm gonna
public
eat soon.
bathroom or like at home?
It was at my own parents' house, and I was fucked off my face. And I was like, the boys were in the bathroom, and we had this like snooker poker room outside, and it was just
That was a sweet room.
It was anyway. The boys were in that bathroom, and there was a bathroom connected to that, and there was like 6 boys over, and I hung out with a lot of guys. Like I was a guy's girl, and I just had
You
to
still
pee.
are.
Like it was got to the stage where I'd either pee outside in the grass or in the sink.
All right.
You could have done the grass.
I go to the
I'll
grass,
do
yeah.
the grass, yeah.
I was just on vacation with some girlfriends, and we were in Greece, and got paralytic, like all 3 of us. And we all vomited so badly into the toilet, it got blocked because you're not allowed to put toilet paper in the toilet in Greece. So, whilst one was like,
You're not allowed to put toilet paper in the toilet in Greece?
No,
What?
'cause
What do you do with it?
you put it
In the bin.
next to the toilet. Yeah.
Oh, that face.
Legit.
Basket like
So
a
Lawrence
China.
is not going to Greece.
Jesus Christ.
You haven't
so
been to China.
I've been to China. Like,
He can squat. He just can't toilet paper into the bin.
I have some horrendous
Anyhow,
stories.
continue on
We're
with
not
the
gonna
No,
go into them
no,
now.
no, no. Okay,
So the bathroom was preoccupied / blocked, and it was like a bit of bath and needing to pee and everything, so I just had to use the sink in the little kitchenette that we had. And it was not nice, and it's, yeah.
These are just memories
Like
that
a
you just
vacation
didn't think
from
you'd relive, did you?
Mine was just in our rooms in the army. Like sometimes you
I thought you
wouldn't
were
have to
gonna
have a
say
toilet,
our
but you might have a little sink, and in the middle of the night you just I can't
Yeah.
fuck walking to the communal toilet. I'm just gonna pee in the sink.
But it's easier for a guy. You flip it out, you pop
Oh,
it
yeah.
The world is our urinal.
Exactly.
But I've never used a sink.
out. Oh, that's good.
Da-di-da.
cultured.
So Ginger Tramp you have?
No, I have. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I also don't
Please
masturbate to TV.
Please stop. No, what
In
is
our
it?
kitchen
Like,
sink.
I grew up in a country town, and you'd go out to a pub, and there would be
Yeah.
like the toilet would have been kicked in or something, because that's what someone would do for fun.
Right.
So you'd then go, well, where else have I got to pee?
Okay, so not our kitchen sink. Thank you.
For you.
I didn't confirm or deny that.
oh.
At least make it like one of the houses we used to have, not our current house.
You can disinfect it.
Our
It can be
house.
disinfected.
I'll pee right in the sink.
That's
Our
two toilets. You had 2 toilets to choose from.
Our house is a very, very, very fine
And an
house
orange tree.
with
What
a
the
pee
hell?
sink in the yard.
Speaking of that,
All right,
Well.
we're losing the ginger tramp to
Okay.
the toilet.
Lady.
Please don't pee in the sink.
Don't pee in the sink. yeah.
Who's up next?
whatever, I do what
It
I
is your
want.
turn, Miss Lady.
Oh, Lolo.
Pee in the sink. Jesus. Never have I ever ridden a Sibian.
Really? Come on.
No, haven't.
All right, so Jess Bradford and I. Yeah.
Lawrence, have you ridden your
That's
Sibian?
what I just said. No, Lawrence hasn't ridden a Sibian.
Oh.
Yet.
All right, so
I
Jess.
hear it can be just as pleasurable for a guy as it can be for a girl.
It's all right. Don't get me wrong, it's not great, but I prefer a true prostate
I
massage
prefer
than
a
that
penis
thing.
over a toy.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
day, so I think it's
Yeah.
similar.
I prefer other toys to the Sibian for me personally as well.
And I did
Yeah,
it here.
In front of everybody. Everybody saw it.
For
Yeah, I was
the,
here for it.
Yeah, practicing
I
for
saw
the
it.
sex ed in the city class, and then at the class.
Well, because we have the
That's right.
studio and I have to
Yeah.
test it out.
Well, you have to. I mean,
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
For science.
I like the Sibian is good for someone who loves internal. I'm external all over, so I just
But it's got that vibrating bit on the
I
clip.
know,
Yeah.
but like I need the ones that like push into your clip more. And I know we've got the red risers. I just
lean forward.
I like a penis inside of me. All right, penis and vibration.
Fair
All
enough.
right,
Can we? Is it fair to assume Ginger Tramp hasn't ridden a Sibian?
I would assume so, but now that I know he's peed in our sink,
Let's just say he has. He's not here to defend himself.
We'll make him drink when he comes back and just say,
Yeah.
"Don't worry, you did it."
yeah, okay, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jess,
Oh.
your next one.
I don't know, actually. I'm kind of lost one.
Should we pass on to the next?
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
BJ.
we're gonna pass to the next one. Yep.
Mine's a bit tame, bit tamer. Never have I ever fantasized about having sex with a celebrity.
Oh, really?
You've never fantasized about it?
Hello, what's your TV show about?
What?
Wait, I call bullshit on that.
I think so.
Because you
We
have
all drink.
Yeah, no, but not like.
Oh, but your TV show.
No.
Oh, no, Peaky Blinders. Give me Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, no, I can get turned on by like a scene, but I think it's not like an individual like you, like an individual
Wouldn't fuck
person.
Celia?
Oh.
Not one of the Hemsworths at all.
I mean, arguably, I'm not a celebrity, but not me.
Yeah.
You're famous in my world, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, not like actively.
Yeah.
It'd be more in like if I did, it'd probably be more in like a big scene group involved, so not like an
okay.
individual person. Yeah.
Wow.
This would be interesting. I'll wait for the ginger tramp to come back.
He's peeing in our sink currently. He's currently disinfecting the sink.
So I'm interested for this question. One, I want to hear the guys' responses, but also if the girls say, yeah. Okay, this is just going to be interesting.
Just
Spit it out, boy.
ask it.
Never have I ever faked an orgasm.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck.
Everyone has. What? Wait, what?
This.
This is what I want to know. How the fuck
don't
do you
have
fake
to.
it?
I'm easy.
How do you fake it? It's easy for a guy to fake it. If you've got a condom on, it's fucking easy.
Fucking really easy.
Okay, now I get that.
I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, just
Are you drinking because you have? No, you've never faked it, have you?
You
Not
fake
you.
multiple
I have
orgasms.
though.
I
Sometimes.
like how you said that beautiful line. Not with
The
you.
problem though, I don't know, because
Tiny refractory period.
Yeah, how does a guy fake it? Like, I'd really love to know.
I've not
So I
ejaculated.
want to know if I.
pretended I have, withdrawn and like sort of taken the condom off quickly and done that thing.
that's happened.
But the erection stayed, and so like, why are you still?
All you have to say is I have a very short refractory period.
But your
Oh,
erection
really?
would
No, and so
sometimes
I've
stay
had
as
times
well.
where I've had an orgasm, stayed hard enough to have penetrative sex because my refractory period is near, or can be if I'm aroused enough, near as nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
that's essential.
Because I've had 3 orgasms on one erection.
Is it the
Yeah,
same?
I was
with
almost
blue
certain that
pills?
all the girls were
Say
going to
what?
say, but I was interested to see there was one, and then
Yeah, that one.
the guys that
Yeah.
who have done it too.
She.
On the little blue pill, do you stay hard?
No.
No.
No, okay. Cool.
No,
It will
your
be
mind
down,
can
right?
beat the little blue pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind over matter.
If you don't mind, it doesn't
LJ,
matter.
would you like to pick up, or do you want to pass again?
I think I've done pretty well considering I didn't do my homework.
You've done pretty well.
I have a few
Two of
extras
mine
if you
got
need.
asked already.
I've got my last one. It's,
Okay.
It's
All right, Wazowski.
2 of mine got taken.
Never have I ever had sex with a celebrity. Someone that we would know.
What do you
Do I
consider a
count?
celebrity?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a
at
movie
least
star.
C grade.
Yes, absolutely.
Are we D grade?
Potentially, yeah. I was, but like someone that
You're on your
maybe
own
in the
scale.
public
You're
domain.
binary. You're one.
You're not even like.
And that might not be the case. It was just if there was any interesting stories.
I've
No.
got a really good one after this.
No.
Okay,
No.
we'll go.
No.
Never,
Then I'll drink.
Okay, so never have I ever walked in on my partner masturbating.
Oh yeah.
I've never actually caught you.
I've never walked.
Or I'm
That's
just too
not an
oblivious.
uncommon
I'm just
thing. I
like,
don't feel like.
Dude, I do it while you sleep.
yeah, but I don't notice.
Yeah.
I think you catch me on the daily. But I tell you sometimes, I go, I'm just gonna go get one away because obviously you're.
You
out.
try and kiss me, and I'm like, no, go away, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna. I'm like, whatever.
So what we do is I'll just look over. I'll roll over and look at her. She's like, I'm really tired. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna masturbate here. She's like, okay. And if I start and we're in bed together, she cannot keep herself together. She's like, numb.
I wish I had that power over her. I'd be fapping it all the time. I just get into bed just like, yeah. Waving around like a magic wand.
Expelliarmus.
Expelling your anus.
I like sex,
Unfortunately, that is not one of LJ's triggers.
and it really turns me
VJ's
on.
triggers, sorry.
And yeah.
It's just not.
Just us going.
But okay, you fap it in the morning. I'm a night person. You fap it at the night time. I'm like, bring it.
But this morning I fapped it just to
I'm
get
an
back to
anytime
sleep, which was good.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
also.
well, so that's what we do. Well, there's many times when we come over to the club and then we will come home at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Wake up at 6 a.m. Have sex and then puts us both back to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, Mrs. Adam.
Never have I ever called someone the wrong name during sex.
No.
I never say names.
I don't know how.
All right, Lola lady, let's hear it.
University, had broken up with one of my beaux 3 months earlier, was writing the new one, called him the old one's name.
How did he take that?
I don't know. He was pretty smashed, so he didn't remember.
Did he not even notice?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think I'd even be that upset. I'd just be like,
Whatever,
I can't
I'm
all laugh.
getting
I'll
written,
go, I'm Lawrence, by the way.
Balls deep right now, whatever.
Yeah.
And just like call in favours now. Now, tongue my asshole.
Sounds like
Wash your
someone,
mouth out.
sounds like someone. I'm sorry. What did you call me? Yes, Alejandro. Sounds like Alejandro has earned himself a rim job. Were you the only one that drank on that?
Apparently.
Yeah.
No, I was like, was Fernando a good root or not? No. Oh, damn it.
Alejandro.
Fernando.
Lady Quagmire.
She has a new name. She has a new name. It's no longer Lola lady.
I think I've had the best story.
Giggity.
You drunk so much. It's good.
Lady Quagmire's over here wasted. All right, GT.
Never have I ever repurposed a common household item as a sex toy.
Oh, for
Fuck's
fuck's
sake.
sake! I need something else to drink.
Okay. Do pillows and cushions count?
Yes.
What? The common household items,
It
yes.
is a common household item.
No, that's
I
not-
used to use them instead of my hands, so that'd be something that I would rub myself
Can't do
on.
champagne.
How? That's so like soft.
My one.
Oh, that's masturbatorial though.
Can you give me champagne?
Is that sex?
Either.
Okay, we need a definition from the table. If
Yeah,
you were
I
using a pillow are you saying that you've used a pillow in place of other things to jack off into?
But that's
No.
not
Well, it'd be like the thing that I'd be causing the friction on. So it'd pretty much be
That's
like.
an aid. Yeah.
But you can't, like, are we considering sex with inanimate objects now?
Household item.
Well, that's what the question was, wasn't it?
No. Have you repurposed a common
Like a
household
hairbrush.
item
I used a
as a sex toy?
hairbrush.
Yeah, I use a hairbrush. I was
Oh,
curious.
as a sex toy, so in between you and a partner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wait, me
So-
and necessarily
Or
drinking.
masturbating.
Dude,
I
masturbating, not
assume
masturbating.
masturbating.
I did it by myself.
I love how serious we are. Like, not masturbating doesn't count. I feel like we need to go to the semantics of this question.
Hello, The Hague? Yes. Convene the International Court of Sex Toys.
Then no.
Yeah,
I can
no,
think
I've
of-
masturbated with a lot of common household items. I mean, you're drinking one right now.
Oh no! I wonder why this tastes so good.
Oh, that's why it's nutty.
No, not that I
But
can.
we've never.
No, not
I mean,
together.
No. Yeah, no.
So you grabbed a hairbrush or a wooden spoon.
For masturbating.
Oh, hang on, a wooden spoon.
Splinters.
Splinters.
There could be
Yeah,
a
you don't
smacking.
want
That could be a paddle. Like
Yeah, that could be a
Wooden spoon
paddle.
can be a paddle.
Yeah.
spatula. Ooh, let's get the spatula next time.
Glad wrap doesn't
My
count.
ass is bruised.
What? Glad wrap.
Ooh, that could be like a good binding thing.
Yeah.
So we're clearly getting some ideas.
All right.
That's what
Take another drink.
This is what this podcast is all about.
That's right.
Drink Quagmire.
Lola lady's taking another drink.
Dude.
Okay.
All right. What you got?
Never have I ever been caught having sex by a family member. So a family member has never walked in on me.
You already said yes to this.
Yes, but that's not my fault.
No, I've not.
No.
Does-
All right, so
Does
Wazowski and
walking in
Jess.
actually have to like physically see the thing, or just be in the same vicinity, knowing what had happened?
No, you have to see.
They have to see it. Yeah, like I want to see them. Like, I want them to see balls deep.
All right, so Justin was.
They want to see like
Okay.
Hang on,
their
this is
parents,
discriminatory.
mummy,
What
doggy.
if there was a blind parent or a blind family member and they come in, they can't?
Like,
Oh my
does anyone
god!
here
Like,
have
are we,
blind
oh my
parents?
god! Are we getting so PC now?
They had to feel it.
Like too much.
So, okay, what's yours
Change.
Wazowski?
Wazowski.
What's yours Wazowski?
With one of my first girlfriends, my mum walked in on us, but she didn't actually see like the balls deep bit. But I was lying on the bed. The girlfriend was straddling me, and I was inside her. But the doona was like wrapped around,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
so she couldn't see. But the mum came in, and my mum's oblivious to like everything. and just was talking to us about, oh, what are you doing? Are you okay? Like, oh, you guys all right? What's going on? Like, what's going on? Oh, I'm going out in a bit. And we were just sitting there like, oh my God. What?
She was clothed.
So she was, so she had a top on. So she couldn't have seen anything.
Sense. Okay.
So my mum just walked in and was like, no, yeah. And I was just like,
But she was on top of you, so what did your mom think was happening?
honestly, it was, my mum was a
question.
little, I mean, she's lovely, but would have absolutely been oblivious.
Maybe she thought you were just chatting.
Yeah.
My follow-up question is, did you maintain your erection?
Yes, I did.
Yeah!
Looking my mum
man.
dead in the eye.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a good
But
guy.
did you go, I'm thinking of you, Mom?
Love your mum. Love your mummy.
Look what you created.
See, mine was not as PG. Like, I was stark naked, and my ex-boyfriend at the time was stark naked.
Your ex-boyfriend at the time? You mean your ex-boyfriend?
My ex-boyfriend, sorry, yeah. My ex-boyfriend was stark naked, and my dad walked up while I was in doggy. And
You don't want to see your daughter getting in doggy, just like you don't want to see your mum in doggy, right? It's the same thing.
No, you don't.
But I think it was my own fault for not closing the door.
You don't want to see your ex-boyfriend
I
give
have
it to
this
your mum
issue
and
with
dog.
You
doors.
should probably close the door if your parents are
I
around.
clearly need to. I have issues with
Even
doors.
Yeah.
I just need to lock my door or close it. So
Well,
my
maybe
dad.
Clearly,
thought it was
then you need to listen a little bit more. You know what the most sensitive part of your body is when you're masturbating? Here he is.
fine. Is that why you always look at me when you masturbate?
A little bit.
Because he's gone blind. He's looking at you with his ears.
And back to the equality in people who could be blind.
Okay, BJ can look
Who's
at
next?
it.
No, Lola.
Oh, sorry.
The last round, right?
I don't know, I've got like three
Never
more. but
have
we
I
can say
ever.
We can do bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Never have I ever worn latex clothing.
Oh, you're allergic.
I know.
All right, Jess, Bradford, and I think we all have seen the pictures.
Doy.
This picture's
Yeah.
on. Oh, it's
Everywhere.
Have I
Yeah.
worn latex?
No, you haven't, honey.
You
You
would
take a
die.
condom.
Please
You would
say
It
no.
does not count as clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
What are you talking about? It protects you from things.
That would be
So
PPE.
From the
Text you.
elements.
You would be so
protected
hot in
can
latex.
you rightly wear it to the shop? Can you walk down an aisle at Woolies
Just wearing that.
I'm pretty.
or
Not
wearing
without
it?
handing out copious amounts of autographs, no. So yeah, I've abstained from that.
Is that ticket? Is it?
He's got plenty of
I said at the beginning of this podcast, my arrogance is constantly defeating me.
I feel like I should have made a crown out of these sausage balls. So I could pop it
BJ, you have had sex with a celebrity, it seems.
Stop spraying the
That's the second time!
For the love of God, somebody take care of those cookies.
Stop spitting at everyone!
The drink goes down the throat, down the throat.
That was very good timing, Wazowski.
Freaking hell!
That was great timing.
Twice.
I think we have now officially killed
That's how I feel.
Lauren.
I'm like, yes, I did good.
You did.
I'm happy with myself.
I'm kind of glad he's like spurting on his phone as well.
I did a good thing.
Who had the unders on the sweats? You've won the bet.
Me! I was 2 minutes.
That hurt so bad. Wait, let's move on. Oh, that's gross.
But you're a celebrity.
Oh my God. All right, who the fuck's next?
Oh me. Okay. What if I've done it before? I'm curious to see if anyone else has done this.
Okay.
Never have I ever had sex in public.
What?
So I've had sex in public.
Define public.
Public is like a park, anywhere outside, anywhere where if somebody like walked past and just having an everyday walk.
And is it likely someone's going to walk past?
Yes.
I'm not going to say like it's secluded national park.
No.
So excluding the first one, the graveyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Excluding your graveyard and your church.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had sex.
Yeah.
I have. I just am just curious.
Yeah, but Nudie Beach is pretty much a national park because like there's no one that really goes there.
There were people on that beach though.
Yeah, but it's a nudie
We had
beach.
sex on the nudie beach in the middle of the day. And people are, yes, I think that would
is
count.
sex frowned upon on a nudie beach?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not on our one, it's not.
It was encouraged.
What fucking sex speech did you
What were they clapping you in or going?
Do you know why it's frowned upon?
It's illegal.
Well, well, I would say number one, it's illegal, but number two, it's the same thing with naturists versus the whole swinger thing. It's why they have naturist resorts that don't allow swingers.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because we went to that nudist village in France.
Animosity. Yeah.
But we were at this nudist village in France, Cap d'Agde or whatever.
Cap
d'Agde.
Yeah, Cap Dash. Yeah.
And I can't pronounce it. But basically, what was so interesting for us going there as swingers was that there were all gamuts of the lifestyle that would go to this village. So you go shopping, you go to the supermarket naked, which is kind of cool and interesting. And therefore, you'd have family members. You'd have mums and dads and kids.
Yeah.
Walking around, and they're just like, I just enjoy being naked. I think we should all be free, and that was the. And then you also would hear this clink, 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 and you turn around, and it was a naked guy with genital piercings all over himself, just going clank, 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 with a guy on a chain, walking to the some club, so they can go and fucking have a great time. And both sides are perfect. I love all of it, but together it seemed really not wholesome.
It was, but it wasn't that bad. Like during the day, like the kids were obviously out during the day, but at night when it was dinner time and everyone went out for dinner,
the werewolves
kids went
came
around.
out. I think a lot of these places where you go, like, it's good to go with people that you know, because if you put all your chips in this one basket that everyone else is going to be attractive, you're gonna lose out probably. But if you go with people and they think it's okay, you're gonna have a great time, and then hopefully you'll find other people that also works for you, and then that's a bonus. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so fun.
Okay,
All right.
BJ.
All right, BJ.
2 though now.
Just give it to
I
him.
say I have
doesn't
to
have one.
pick between my remaining ones.
Never have I ever had sex on public transport.
Because I have. I actually don't think I have.
No, we haven't. No, it's on my list.
No Mahawk though? Oh no, that's not public transport.
No.
But
See,
no,
that
yeah.
is on my bucket list, but I haven't done it.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely
And also
counts.
define sex. Is that both people?
penetration.
Penetration.
No. So I've given hand
Did
jobs
you
on
jerk off in
plane.
a taxi? Is that what you're saying?
No,
It's different.
I was watching the news on my phone.
P&B action.
No.
No.
P&A.
Who did you
Yeah,
finger in a
whatever.
taxi?
P&M.
Lady's like, was it me?
It wasn't
Was I drunk?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, you have to tell me that story.
Ooh la la. Okay.
All right, who's got one?
That one.
So this is a bit of a callback from we've discussed this in one of our embarrassing stories we did on the podcast with you earlier, but
Yep.
Like we.
an extension of this is never have I ever farted during sex. I'm just gonna drink.
You just need to like skull that.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
I don't.
To
No.
say
Can I?
vaginal
Wait.
farts
Does it count if it's like
Queefing
off?
is not a fart.
Wait,
Lola
yeah,
Lady
that's what I was gonna
has
ask.
drunk.
Yes.
Queefing like when your vagina sort of makes
No,
up.
no, I never.
No, out of your anus, like a shit
Okay,
fart.
no.
No, I can't think of it.
Romantic.
Yeah.
A shark or a fart?
If you're farting out of your penis, I've got some questions, some follow-up questions.
Is he asking about a shark or a fart?
No, just a fart.
I think a lot of guys have done it.
I remember,
Yeah.
like, this is when I was a bit younger, like, I was still in my teens and whatever, so it was my girlfriend, and we're having some sex at her friend's place while, it was that night, I mean, we were staying there, and then she got on Cowgirl, and she just went, boom, and just like, she got the shit so fucking bad.
Wait, what's it? What?
Oh, that's awesome.
I got in trouble.
We're talking a proper like curry stout type fart here.
It was just a loud noise.
Oh, okay.
It was just, it didn't
stench.
No stench or
No
anything.
stench.
I kind of started laughing.
I love that you say I kind of started laughing while you're already cracking up.
I chuckled.
But when you laugh, you really, reach those nice areas. It's perfect.
Can we talk about the one?
You know, honey, if you started laughing, it would tighten up your pelvic muscles.
We've already gone over the other one, and no, we've gone over the other
Yeah,
part.
Okay,
that was
let's
on a
not,
previous podcast.
You have
So
to
go back and listen,
to the
people.
others. Yeah, that's a tie to get them listening to other stuff.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen now.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know
see?
about the story.
No.
Next.
No more.
fine, it's
Wazowski,
fine.
you're up.
Do you want brisket?
Yes.
You know food is the way to my heart.
I'll have
I
a.
hate you.
Never have I ever engaged in role play.
Oh, really?
No, like proper role play, like not like
A full scene.
Like LARPing?
Although I will, if
I have actually one of you.
if there's a rebuttal, I'm interested because whenever I role play with you.
No, I mean like a full scene. I'm
I
talking
want
like where
proper role
they
play,
give a
like,
script and
you're
they've
the
got.
No, you just say ad lib. I mean, it's
No.
Okay, but okay, you don't have to have a script.
What?
At least
Doesn't
you
count.
stay in character.
yeah. You gotta be a character.
Okay.
You gotta be in
No,
character.
I have a
And in costume.
What's that?
And in costume.
Not necessarily in costume.
Doesn't matter.
You could be.
Mid thrust, I'm like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
You Flash.
What, you like a
What if
Care
the other-
Bear or
What
something?
if the other person doesn't know you're role playing? Like you said you're an airline pilot. What if you've said you're an airline pilot just to get them in bed, and you've gone on with the airline pilot thing the whole time? Is that still role playing?
Yes.
Or is that
It
just
is a role play.
One-
You
Or is that
went-
just
So you're going to yourself. Full thrust.
I mean,
Wait, is that role play or is that
Or rape.
deception?
yeah.
It's a bit of both, but I'll take it as role
Isn't
play.
it Barney Stinson's front handbook?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, okay.
So you've never role
I
played?
guess I'm playing
No,
role play all the time.
which is
Let's say
interesting
I'm
as someone
awesome
that-
in bed and then I
it's
play.
flamboyant.
I
Somebody that keeps
pretend
sending me
I'm
pictures
awesome in
of
bed.
It's empty now.
how much of this outfit do you own? Because I want to see Jurassic Park and Tomb Raider together.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to. That is a
I mean, that's
fantasy.
the idea for the party for the club that we can't. The role play party. So you say come as a character or something.
And you have to stay
That's
in
why
that
we
character the whole
said
time.
fractured fantasies and dirty Disney.
Yeah.
I love Dirty
That's too
Disney.
complicated. Everyone can know what that means.
What do you mean? I'd be Slutty Belle.
You wouldn't know what dirty
Dirty
Disney
Disney.
means.
Got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're
Fractured
listening to this,
fantasies. What's that?
fractured fantasies,
Yeah, it should be Justin.
broken fantasies,
Little
fractured
red
fairy tales.
riding
I
I'm
said-
having to explain
Okay,
it. No.
how about fractured
never
fairy
watched
tales?
Disney as a child.
Fractured Fairy
I'm just
Tales
saying,
is
you
good.
get the
I
role
like
play
that.
party.
No, Fractured Fairy
The
Tales
role
is
play-
good because I come as like Slutty Belle
We
and
have
you
to
be the
appeal to the
beast.
lowest common denominator. Shut your head.
What, you?
Yes, exactly. I am the
Slutty Red
benchmark.
Riding Hood.
Yes! Oh my god, Red Riding Hood, the Wolf, the Beast, Belle,
The
Aladdin.
Beast?
Yes, stop.
Just
Yeah.
one.
Stitch.
I want to be the genius.
No, because
Oh man, yeah.
no, because then BJ would be like
Pencil blue.
Aladdin and Aladdin and
Jasmine.
Jasmine. What would you guys?
Does that mean that my penis is a boo?
Pocahontas.
I'll put a fez on him.
No. What's the other one?
Not a problem.
Sleeping Beauty.
I don't want to be random prince number 239664.
You can be Jafar.
That'd
Wow,
really,
that
you'd be
excited
good
me.
Why is
Or I
that?
could be that.
Why
rock
is that
monster.
threesome I didn't know I wanted to be a part of?
I could be the,
It'd be
I could be the
so
cave
hot.
monster.
Quiet, Prince of Boo.
I'll get boo out.
Yeah. I've sort of lost control of this podcast.
You have a little.
Okay, Angel.
I think it was about 3 seconds in.
All right, we're calling it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much to you sick fuckers.
And Lady Quagmire.
Lady Quagmire.
Winner today.
To Lady Quagmire.
Lady Quagmire. Monster.
Holding her head. in
I'm
pain.
surprised you've how many drinks do you have? Like 4?
I'm not really sure.
7?
I'm proud of you. Well done.
I know.
But again, to Lola Lady and Ginger Tramp, we definitely appreciate you guys. To Lawrence and Jess, and to the newbies, BJ and Wazowski. Thanks, guys, for being on. Well, apparently, always watching his mom. With those beautiful eyes.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. It's just
Well, wait. But if she has, she's all I want. If she has his eyes, how can he not watch them?
Oh, there's some flirting going on here. The bedroom's just that way, girl.
I just got a Jurassic Park t-shirt on, so it's
I know,
just even more.
I know.
The Jurassic group. Later, he'll be mining for amber.
my little T-Rex hands.
Clever girl.
All right, and with that, we're going to call it. Thank you guys very much for listening and putting up with this shit.
And you can find us.
Oh, yeah, you can find us where you always find us. On Twitter, at By the By Podcast. On Instagram, By the By Podcast. On Facebook, By the By Podcast. Or the website, www.bythebypodcast.com.au.
When's that Angel and
Bytheby.com.au.
Look, you're the boss here. And email us, theatomsoflove@gmail.com. And if you want to find any of these other people, we can point you to them. Come to us first. Peace out.
Bye.
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 Bye.